Congressman Steve Scalise of Louisiana, the third-ranking Republican in the House, is in critical condition tonight after a shooting that has shaken this great Capitol. But it has also left the Capitol more unified than it has been in a very long time. The gunman opened fire this morning on Republican members of the House and Senate at a ball field in Alexandria, Virginia, about 5 miles from Capitol Hill. They were practicing for tomorrow night's charity game to be played against a team of Democrats. 4 people, including the 51-year-old congressman, were shot. Another, Capitol Police Officer Crystal Griner, is in good condition tonight. 2 others suffered minor injuries. The gunman, a homeless man angry with the Republican Party, was fatally shot by the police. We have extensive coverage from a team of correspondents, and first we'll go to Chip Reid in Alexandria.
Just after 7 a.m., batting practice was wrapping up when the first shots rang out. A bystander's video captured the sound of bullets piercing the air. Tennessee Congressman Chuck Fleischman and others sprinted to the dugout, where he says they felt like sitting ducks.
Today I experienced the carnage of actual gunshots being fired firsthand. It was horrific.
Witnesses say it soon became a gun battle between the shooter and police. Congressman Joe Barton, who manages the team, was there with his 10-year-old son, Jack, who took cover under a nearby SUV.
Dozens, if not hundreds, of shots fired. It was scary.
Congressman Rodney Davis was taking batting practice when the attack began.
I heard a loud noise. I thought it was a construction site dropping a large piece of metal. And then the next thing I heard was, "Run, he's got a gun."
Witnesses say the gunman approached a fence along the third baseline but never got on the field. Republican Whip Steve Scalise, standing on second base, was shot first. Other lawmakers took cover in the first base dugout. Teammates say Scalise dragged himself across the field, leaving a trail of blood. After the attack was over, Senator Jeff Flake and others ran to his aid.
He was just laying on the field, been shot in the hip. So we applied pressure and tried to stop the bleeding there.
Also shot, Zachary Barth, a staff member for Congressman Roger Williams, and Matt Micah, who used to work on the Hill, but now is a lobbyist for Tyson Foods. 2 Capitol Police officers, Crystal Griner and David Bailey, who are members of Scalise's security team, were also wounded. Because of his leadership position, Scalise has a security detail with him at all times. Congressman Williams, who injured his ankle during the shooting, says without them it could have been a massacre.
There could have easily been 25 deaths or more today. But Officers Griner and Bailey prevented that, and my family and I will be forever grateful.
Congressman Jeff Duncan left just before the shooting began, but he says he believes he encountered the gunman as he was leaving.
Because I did have an interaction with someone in the parking lot who asked me if the team practicing was a Democrat or a Republican team. I told him they were Republicans. He said, "Okay, thanks," turned around.
Hours after the attack, some members of the team still had their uniforms on, still trying to process what happened and how to move on.
What we have to remember is this, that the American people, are great people, and we have great values. We represent great people every day.
In all, 4 people were shot by the assailant. Congressman Scalise is in critical condition after surgery. Lobbyist Matt Micah is also in critical condition. He was shot twice in the chest. Officer Griner was shot in the ankle. She is in good condition. And finally, staffer Zach Barth was shot in the leg. He is in good condition. And Scott, members of the House have decided not to give in to fear. The annual Congressional baseball game will be held as scheduled tomorrow.
Chip Reid at the scene of the assault.